Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am in my backyard. My yard man came. Yard man came on I think on Wednesday, I think it was. Did the yard, so it's nice and low. Today is Friday. So yesterday me and my husband, we put all the lining in these beds here. Need to fill them in, but we wanted to get the fabric cut, and we're gonna be filling these in soon. I have not filled in any garden beds in a while, and the price has like almost tripled since the last time I had to fill in the garden bed with soil and mulches and all that stuff. It's ridiculous, but we have I got those off of Walmart.com. They were on clearance back in June. Have these two, then those, and then those. And the bigger ones, those are 4x8. Got those on Walmart.com also. Plus these two, and I have 3 more. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, and I think I have 3 or 4 more. I could have swore I had 7 of those, but maybe 6. I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 of them over there. I think there's 3 over there and then 1 on the ground right there. That's where it's at. Okay, but I want to fill in these garden beds. I have the cattle panel here. It's 16 feet long. I arch it. I have 2 of those. And then I have another cattle panel over there on the ground with the white little lattice. I have 2 of the white lattices. And I'm going to have the white lattice. I'm going to put that like in the middle of my garden bed above it so I can have some things vine up it. Also, we're gonna do something with this grapevine. This bad boy has been sturdy, and it's been just getting bigger and keep on making it. There's a bunch of little grapes right there. All these little grapes are forming, but there's grapes all over it. So it's been hanging in there through all these Texas freezes, and I haven't done a thing with that. I haven't even watered it or anything. That tree right there, I think that's a peach tree. The top part isn't growing, but the bottom is. That over there is a pear tree, apple tree. There's only 1, so I never get any fruit. I need to get some more so it can pollinate and all that. But I gotta find a place where I can get some good mulch and topsoil in bulk for a good price. I planned on getting some more pecan trees, but I'm going to get those. I'm going to like sprout those from seed myself and plant them because pecan trees are expensive. And I don't want to spend all that money and they die. I'd rather just sprout my own. Grow them in pots to a certain point and then transplant them into the ground to see how they go. But my husband got this from one of his jobs, the branches and all that. I'm using those to help fill in some of these 2-foot tall garden beds. But the other ones we make, I'm thinking about waiting until maybe fall or next spring to put those out. And I'm going to move this, but I want to give this time to, dry out and all that. But we got all these little branches and stuff from another job that we had threw over to the side. And that's drying up, so we really gotta, before I put the mulch in it, before I put the soil in it and put all my amendments in it, I'm gonna cut these down, break them down. I really just put it down here to try to hold down some of this fabric cloth. So I don't want that to move. I was going to put an 8x4 bed over here because this is where the old one was. They were made out of wood. I was going to take them all down because in 2022 I hurt my foot right after I had planted my spring garden. Couldn't tend to it or anything, so it went to waste. I had just finished building these beds. I was supposed to go like the next week to get everything to fill them in to expand my garden. Hurt myself, and I hadn't been back in the garden really since 2022, like March. So I was going to tear these down and throw them to the side and just put all metal. I said, no. Money tight, and I'm going to do something with these. I'm going to get a couple of seasons out of them, at least. Didn't even have a chance to paint them, y'all. But this is my garden. I just need to fill it in, and I need to stake that up. There's that tree. It was a twig probably about 8 inches. My husband stuck it in the ground in 2022, and now look at it. It's probably about 20 feet tall. And all these blocks, I used to get them for $1.97 at Lowe's and Home Depot. They $3.97 each. I just left Home Depot, and I was gonna toss them all. I'm like, I don't need them anymore. I'm gonna do metal. Shh. Wish I would. Keeping every last one of them, and I got plenty of them. Plenty of them. I got that stack there. I got that stack there, and then I got them all around. So my wheelbarrow over there needs some air in the tire. Be good as new. And I want to mulch. I want to put some wood chips down to keep the weeds and stuff down. But y'all, stuff expensive. My main thing, because I was asking him, my husband, if he wanted to do the wood chips first and then fill the beds. But then I was like, you know what? I need to do the beds first and then wood chips, because he's saying it'd be best to get a wood chipper, and he'll be able to make mulch, because he could just mulch all that down, because he get plenty of tree jobs where he can just send it through. But you got to make sure it's big enough to handle, these kind of size logs and branches and whatnot. But y'all, getting my garden together. I have the smaller beds. The round ones are like, I think they're like 18 inches, maybe 12 inches. 12, 8, I think they're 18 inches maybe. But they're only like 2 feet across, 2 by 2. And these here are 2 by 4. The oval ones, and then the big ones are 4 by 8. And this one here is 4 by 16, and these are 4 by 8s. I mainly wanted to do 4 by 16s and 4 by 8s so I can work on each side of it. But with my other garden, before I tore up everything and started moving everything, I was like, the 4 is kind of long. So I was like, let me try some smaller ones, and these were on sale too. So these are really manageable if you want to put 1 or 2 non-invasive plants or vegetables in here. I thought about getting one of these, making it mint, because I had mint and strawberry in a bed that was over here. It was just wooden size, but 4 by 16. I had one mint plant that I bought from Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and I had a few strawberries that my neighbor gave me, probably about 15 or 16. After about 2 years, this whole thing was mint. It choked out my strawberries, and I was like, never again. And then all of a sudden, no, you never put mint in a bed. You put it in a container. You put it in a pot. Oh, now you tell me. But, yep. And I will be putting some more trees back there. My tree out front, let me show y'all my peach tree. I have been eating peaches off that thing for days. Now, they're not that big. But they are sweet and yummy. And there's no sign of any kind of, bug damage or anything. But there's my peach tree over there. Focus. Really? Really? You're not gonna focus? There she go. But yep, that's my peach tree. Has tons of peaches on it. But I'm gonna get some more trees over this side. When it rains, all the water comes. Let me move this back. When it rains, all the water comes from there, and it goes to this side, and it goes to that side. They said that's how they built. That's why they built the house right there, because the water goes to the right and the left. And I didn't know that when I first got it. I didn't think that would affect anything. I built a whole, not built, I put a bunch of blueberries and raspberries over here. Flooded out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a border, you know, that little green round or little square border. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it down a little bit, like a couple of inches, and mulch it and all that stuff. The next time I put trees and branches, and not branches, bushes and trees, because I want to put some trees and some more like blueberry bushes and raspberry and blackberry. So on this side, I'm going to use this. So I thought about finding some super thirsty plants. I was thinking of weeping willow, because it would get a lot of water when it rained. Like right here, you see the little crevice right there? So I wanted to put it here. Whatever I plant, I'm not planting it anywhere near my septic, because I don't want any roots messing with anything underground, because them septic systems are not cheap. Back there, my lonely little pecan tree, trying to do a little something, but after 7 years, yeah, that's not happening. That's probably as big as it's gonna get. But oh, I got peaches all over this thing. No, pears. This is a pear tree, and I have pears all over this bad boy. I did not realize that, but here is plenty of them. I did not realize this was full of pears. Huh. I hadn't checked on it. Really checked on it. I just looked over and said, okay, it's green, it's alive. But look at that little baby pear trying to make something happen. When they get bigger, I'm gonna tear his little butt up. Love me some pears. But, I got a ton of pears on that. This is my little sad cherry tree. Only got one, so not pollinating. But it's been alive and well. It's still growing, and every year it gets green and it gets full, but no cherries on it. That's a cherry tree. This one here, I'm gonna prune this down, all the way down, because this isn't doing anything up top. This tree, no idea what kind of tree that is. I had a 4x8 bed right here. This was my tomato bed. I swear I had so many peppers and tomatoes in this bed. It was ridiculous. But I don't want to put anything really right here unless it's small and movable, because the tree, I think the tree, if it gets really big, it's going to shade it out, or it might, start encroaching over here. I don't know how big the trunk is going to get on it. I don't even know what kind of tree it is, but I'm going to put probably some smaller beds here. But my trellis, I'm going to do my trellis right here. And then I'm going to do another trellis. I think I'm going to do the two trellises right here. And I'm going to grow my loofahs on it again. And I'm thinking cucumbers, because the loofahs brought all the pollinators to the garden. So, and I'm going to get some more wood. I think to make some more wooden ones. And I'm going to make sure I stain them. And I'm going to put more. I'm going to expand over that way. I don't want to, once my husband moves his trailer and smoker, barbecue pit and everything, down the road, I want a work shed built there so I can move all my craft stuff and my sewing and my wreaths and all his stuff out into the work shed. And he can bring half the stuff he got in a garage out there. But until then, we got the trailers over there. And I am going to sprout me some pecans because in the fall I'm gonna plant about 10 to 15 pecan trees to see which ones take. I wish I had a way for it to get water back there. The only thing I can see is that those purple little sticks right there. That's the water that shoots out from my septic, and it shoots pretty far. So whenever anything needs to be mowed, it's always around that area because it'd be so green because it's watered pretty regularly because they shoot out water. I thought about putting some not too close, but over in that area so they would get water from that. Then my husband's like, ew, that's nasty. No food over there about a septic. I'm like, it's not like it's shooting out poop or something. But we need to get another way to get water back there. We got some water barrels. I thought about just filling those up, setting them back there. And then I got some of those water bags that goes around tree trunks. Fill them up with water, the self-watering ones. But I think they really got to be big and established, really, to use that. Not the little skinny twigs that I'll end up planting. But that's my plan, y'all. And this is how the garden's looking so far. I just gotta fill it in, get my peat moss, because I use peat. That cocoa cord costs too much. Get my peat, get my blood meal, get my bone meal. I got fertilizer that I got from In My Gardener years ago. I sure hope fertilizer doesn't go bad. I hope it don't go bad because it's getting used. I mean, I ordered that. It's like right after I hurt my foot because they were like, oh, you just be down 8 weeks. Oh, okay. I can do my garden late summer, in the fall. You're right. But I'm going to clean up that area a little bit because the white stones, that used to be my herb patch. I used to have mammoth sunflowers over here. The birds love those. And then I had my rosemary, my basil, thyme, everything over there. This one was my squash. I need to get some long gloves because I am allergic to the squash plant. Whenever I touch it, I start itching and start breaking out. But I want to grow it. And I'm going to eat it. I love spaghetti squash. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rearrange everything, plan it all out. But I got plenty of space. I even thought about making this a, hold on, okay. Pardon that, son. I even thought about making this like a backyard garden to make an income from because I got plenty of space. I wanted to get a greenhouse, but the wind out here is insane, y'all. That storage shed that's over there, my neighbor's storage shed, part of his roof flew into my yard one time when we had some bad winds. Wasn't a tornado or anything like that, just some bad winds. Because the winds up here is no joke. We had a rose tree by our front entrance that we had there like forever. And when we came back from Europe, it was like in the yard because it had broke. And that trunk was about that right there. And this whole area was built back in like 2017, 18, around there. And people usually don't plant, trees to get really big. All the builders, they plant little trees probably, a little bit smaller than this one here. But there's no windbreakers here at all. There's like no big trees, no oak trees, no con trees that are grown and mature, nothing like that. All the trees are like the size of that one up there. That's it. When the winds come through here, they're crazy. They start ripping up and breaking stuff. But I am going to give me a bunch of trees. I want like 4 apple trees. I got one. I want to get 3 more. I'm gonna get about. I'm gonna plant a bunch of pecan trees. I'm gonna grow them in the. I have the buckets. I think some in my garage, like those 2 gallon, the 2 gallon buckets, the planters. I'm gonna plant them in there, see how big they get. Maybe transplant them up a little bit, move them to bigger pots to see how big they get, and then put them in the ground. And that little dog kennel that we have over there, we want that gone. Our dog lady, she's never in that thing, never. And we wanted to move that over here into the garden and make that like a trellis system. We were gonna get like vining plants. My husband loves honeysuckle, and then we wanted to get some more grape plants and stuff that vines. Maybe some watermelon, cucumbers. Put it around the inside and outside, and just use it for that and to clear that out. And we wanted to eventually extend our back porch out some, and I wanted to do some container gardening on the back porch and also put our patio furniture. We have it on our front porch because we got a really long front porch, but I wanted to move that out back. But we got stuff to do. But step number one, need to fill in our beds, and we're not gonna have it delivered. That's gonna cost too much unless we get like a crap ton of it. If we, let me sit down, I'm tired, y'all. If we just finish building the rest of the beds, like 1, 2, 3, about 4 more beds, and then if we go and get the wood to build some more 16 by 4 beds, then it might be worth it to have, it might be worth it to have a truckload like dropped off, and then we just use the wheelbarrows and whatnot to fill in the beds. But right now, it's just that delivery fee is crazy. It might be like $30, $35, a yard, but that delivery fee, y'all, gas, everything is crazy. Everything's so expensive. I was online looking up pricing and everything, and it's more than double. Like, no. But that's all I got. I just want to show y'all my garden. Let me give you another quick overview. That's my lazy pooch right there. Gonna let that dry out more and then use that. Gonna help, that's gonna help fill in some of these taller beds. We got plenty of them. We got about 4 more. That one right here. And then these longer ones, these are only about 12 inches. So, like I said, I use the woods and logs and stuff mainly to just hold down the fabric until we get everything. But I got tired of saying, I'm going to do it. Well, I did something. Oh, get away from me. Oh, a wasp trying to get me, y'all. But my grapevine here is going to stake that up. I'm surprised this one's still alive. By George, I thought this was dead and gone years ago. That one's still fighting it out too. I know that one's getting big, but this is about the size it was when I stuck it in the ground. But that one right there, man, that one's got huge. But here's my little tree, and here's my pear tree, a little sad, lonely apple tree. But y'all, I got plans, and I will take y'all along when I start expanding and growing, and if I figure out if I'm gonna start trying to grow stuff to resell at a farmer's market or try to talk to some of the local restaurants around here. But mainly the garden is for us and give me something to do and stress reliever. I put on my little studio Ghibli music or my classical music and just walk around my garden and tend to it. I like doing that. So, but that's all I got. If y'all have any suggestions on anything at all, I'm in a Decatur area, northwest of Fort Worth. I'm looking for a place to get some mulch. Dino Dirt and Den and Silver Creek materials. I don't want to use Silver Creek. I had all my beds filled with Silver Creek before. Don't want to use them again. But I'm thinking Dino Dirt. But the price, but y'all have any comments or suggestions or questions or anything, drop them below. Please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Hype up this video if you wouldn't mind. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.